Everyone, welcome to Pop Links. People forget about the fairy story. Claressa Shields' picture-perfect engagement isn't what it seems. Beneath the joyful photos and sparkling ring comes a maze of intrigue, questionable behaviors, and receipts that might destroy reputations. And Papoose claims that he possesses them all. For years, Papoose quietly remained in the background, upholding a flawless image. Industry sources assert that he is no longer seen as the irrelevant ex, though. He is currently preparing to divulge every piece of information about Claressa and her fiancé, including their late-night meetings, questionable payments, and flirty but misguided texts. For him, this is more than just a bad love story, he asserts, that it is a calculated effort to force the fiancé out of the company while concealing his secrets. Insiders claim that the dispute started long before the breakup was announced to the public. A public relations assistant who claims to have worked with both men claims that Papoose was progressively being left out of events. Having his name abruptly removed, having meetings unintentionally postponed, and having calls without him. He believes that Claressa's fiancé was targeting his contacts, media representatives, producers, promoters, and ties he had built over the years. The fiancé allegedly texted someone, "We can't build her empire if he's always in the picture." According to screenshots that were released, "I focus on winning, not whining," Claressa said in the captions, boldly rejecting the allegations. In private, Papoose team asserts that they have voicemails, call logs, and even an email demonstrating that he was deliberately excluded from performances. Papoose used a charity boxing event in Atlanta as an example. He says that while he had booked his place months in advance, Claressa's fiancé abruptly stole it. The event coordinator reportedly said, "Papoose is not available, but we have someone better." He didn't know until images started to surface online. According to Papoose, his attempts at self-expression were always misinterpreted as jealousy. By the time the breakup was made public, the narrative was already against him. His lawyers are already looking into the possibilities of career sabotage. It is hard to establish in court. Filing might harm Claressa's standing. On social media, ringtone receipts and other hashtags are popular. Some argue that Papoose's career wasn't thriving anyhow. But others agree that if his evidence is correct, Claressa and her fiancé would be in serious danger. May also serve as the warm-up. Sources claim that Papoose is facing more severe charges of financial misconduct and a secret relationship. He is reportedly reserving those for a well-known interview. That happens, this flight may finish before a knockout blow. 1. If things go as badly as everyone anticipates, Claressa's fiancé won't be the only one who suffers. Claressa herself could have to respond to some challenging inquiries about her timeliness and level of understanding. Because this tragedy involves more than simply a split in a fiercely competitive sector. It has to do with manipulation, power, and control. And they understand that the combination of personal betrayal and public humiliation never goes away. The aftermath is always messy, amicably. Rumor has it that the upcoming drama will make all that has happened so far seem insignificant. Just as it seemed that Papoose's significant sit-down interview would take center stage and be anonymous. A new twist occurred. Around 2 a.m, a Dropbox link surfaced on a questionable rumor form, the title of Pap. In a couple of hours, its material became viral. Emails, videos, and screenshots. It was evident from a few of his texts that he was continuously working against Papoose's career. Pap's reputation is done based on one screenshot that allegedly showed an email sent to a Miami promoter. "You don't want him connected to your brand. I swear, I am able to connect you with superior names." The last statement created an immediate sensation. Online users categorized and shared pictures of unconnected objects, a broken lawn chair, a rotten meal, and better names. However, the leak that an agreement for sponsorship reallocation is a written document. According to Reddit experts, it explained how Papoose-associated enterprises were transferred to the joint ventures of Claressa and her fiancé. Whether it was real or not didn't matter to the broader public. The damage was already done. Papoose remained silent. No tweets, no Instagram hints, no cryptic poems. His silence was the only thing that convinced fans that the revelations were sincere. Then came an even more unexpected TikTok music clip. The voice that Sleuth says is that of Claressa's fiancés. Pap needs to understand that this is our time. If he comes in the way, I'll ruin him. I don't care what it takes. Within 2 days, hashtags like "I'll ruin him" were widely used on social media. Claressa's staff responded with a succinct, safe statement. Claressa Shields is focusing on her upcoming conflicts and teamwork. She avoids interfering in the private lives of others. Interpretation: they are completely sidestepping the subject. But keeping quiet during a dispute might be dangerous. Both sides start to doubt your loyalty. Others close to Papoose claim that because of Claressa's silence, he now believes she is culpable. There's more. Rumor has it that Pop has a series of direct communications between her fiancé and a well-known figure in the sports world, implying a relationship similar to his engagement to Claressa. Fans are already using a detective mentality to examine previous photos, attire, and trips. Papoose seemed to be taking his time presenting his evidence. On a hip-hop podcast, a friend of a friend made the suggestion that there may be real commercial consequences based on the facts: lost sponsors, closed doors, and contracts that were discontinued. His plan is to make fun of Claria's fiancé in public before exposing receipts that sponsors won't be able to overlook. But such a strategy is dangerous. Furthermore, Claria's betrothed can suffer injury if she is subjected to excessive suffering. Pop may no longer care about her personally, but if her brand is removed, her loyal supporters may react badly. Some people think that he wants a no survivors takedown. In a special YouTube chat where it is Pop will live unveil never-before-seen receipts, a private studio, many cameras, a backup laptop, and an evidence laptop are among the equipment. The disclosed section list appears to be a Netflix bundle. Part 1's documents, emails, call logs, and calendars show how Pop is being denied opportunities by Claressa's fiancé. Evidence of secret sponsorship deals and undisclosed payments related to Claressa's brand is shown in Part 2. Part 3 discusses the alleged romantic messages exchanged with the unnamed athlete. If they are true, they might spell the end of your career. Rumor has it that Pop plans to make denials virtually difficult by coordinating all of his messages with events and public appearances. In addition to being messy, Claressa's team is supposedly working on a counter-story to paint Pop as bitter and irrelevant. Early damage control occasionally backfires. Desperation can be seen online, but her fiancé has completely vanished from the public view, which only serves to fuel speculation. On the field, many are nervous. Beyond the drama of the split, Pop's side gig invoices show questionable conduct with sponsors or event planners. He may be subject to audits, partnership termination, and legal problems. Heatwave, a strong insider who is alleged to snoop on everyone, comes next. He may become entangled, which could lead to a scandal implicating the entire company. Pop's scorched earth approach, according to critics, might come out as nasty. Advocates argue that letting someone take your name off without a fight is career death in this field. The stakes are very high. Nonetheless, Claressa's next battle is only a few months away. Every move she and her fiancé make might alter the trajectory of events. Will the fall demolish much more than Pop's planned target? Or will it be a clean strike when he finally speaks? The laptops are ready and the countdown has begun. In a conflict like this, there are no referees or safe separations from the explosion. Thank you for watching. For more amazing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Pop links.